So, Mayor Rick Blangiardi, you've been working on getting your staff positions filled and changed, and you're almost on point with that. Where are we going now with you?
Well, first of all, it's great to be with you, and thank you for this opportunity. You're right. We've been working on our staff fervently since the night of the general election, really, to be honest with you. And I knew that I wanted Mike Flumby to be the managing director, and he agreed within a couple of days after being elected. We changed out 22 of the 25 cabinet positions, brand new directors coming in, and I allowed them to hire their own deputy directors, wanted that to be the case. And as they say in business parlance, A's hire A's, and we brought in 18 incredible deputy directors. And so that's some 40 people. It's a very different group, very eclectic as to their individuality, but they all possess certain common denominators, starting with their passion for the job, the desire to do it. They're authentic people. All of them have been very successful, proven track records of success, willing to embrace accountability. And more than anything, I think that they know how to drive execution. So where we are now is now that we've all gotten in place and we begin to understand each other and the city operations, is to start to make the most important things happen, establishing our priorities. One of the first things that hit us coming in is we had to produce the 22 budget, which is due in just a couple of weeks to City Council. So we had a lot of that kind of orientation, and on top of that, our capital improvement plans in the midst of this pandemic and COVID and all the other aspects. But we're beginning to sort things out. And I think, as I said earlier, we've already taken some actions. We've had some nice feedback. But I want this administration, because this is what is really needed at this time, to be the kind of group of people here across the board that makes things happen, that people can see, that feel good about the leadership of the city and where we're going.
Well, and what I know to be true about you, Rick, is that the greater the challenges, the more opportunities that are there.
Well, to say right up front, even though it's only 5 weeks into the job, clearly the biggest challenge of my life. And I've had some great ones along the way. And I think, as I shared with you earlier when we were speaking, it's sort of all roads I feel have led to this. My love affair with Hawaii goes back to 1965. And the amazing thing is that Hawaii has always loved me back. So to be at this stage of my life, to have this incredible honor and privilege to lead, especially at a time like this, is very, very special. It's so meaningful. So our expectations of each other are really high. And I've asked them to hold me to a high standard as I will hold them. But the sense of responsibility to the people who live here is unlike anything I've ever felt before. And so we want to work with all of that.
As we end this short conversation, what message can you give to the public?
There's no doubt that COVID has impacted us, all of us. We all have just shared in the last 11 months in an experience that none of us could have even imagined. So I understand the fear. I understand the uncertainty. I have felt that. We're all human. But here, on Oahu, as we live together and love together, the place that we share, I just want people to feel hopeful. But we need to go forward. We can't be trapped. We can't be paralyzed, and we can't be victimized by what we've just gone through. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. We're starting to feel it as of this morning in this conversation. We have some 200,000 people who have been vaccinated. We will go forward, and we will do so in a way that hopefully will be very energizing and impactful for everybody.
And I think what many of us are hoping, too, is that we're not going to be doing the same old, same old.
No.
We don't know what's ahead of us, but that can also be quite exciting.
I think exactly right, Lila. That's the excitement. We are in a place we've never been before. Things are unprecedented, but what an incredible time to create and to do and to celebrate life together and all the good things about living in Hawaii.
Well, thank you so much for being our mayor, and thank you for taking the time just to be with us today. Appreciate it, Rick.
Thank you, Lila. I wish you all the very best, and I appreciate this opportunity. Aloha.